Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl at Fuvidas, and I'm sorry I've not been online for some times now. I'm sorry, for keeping you waiting and everything. And guys, happy Valentine. So guys, I got this from the love of my life, somebody that is very special to me. So guys, as usual, we tell stories all the time, and I saw the story online and I've decided to share it with you. So let's dive in. I returned from the market tired and worn out. Thankfully, my husband Yemi was at home. He met me at the door and took the sack from my hand to the kitchen, where we began to offload the things I had bought. I bought the onions for 1,000 naira. 10 pieces, can you imagine? I said. My husband eyes widened. You don't mean it? This small thing. A bag of rice is almost 90,000 naira. God abeg. How are people even surviving? Yemi washed the pieces of chicken I had purchased and poured them in a pot before placing it on the gas cooker. Then he reached for the dishes in the sink and began to wash them. As we worked, he narrated how he had won a food competition by finishing 2 plates of rice and 1 horrible Fanta long before the other contestant did. I sat on the small stool, laughing as I chopped onions on a tray. I went down memory lane to a year ago when we first got married. Yemi did not know how to do anything, but that wasn't surprising anyway. I married him straight from his father's house, and being the only son among 4 girls, he was exempted from chores in the home. He attended his primary, secondary and tertiary education close to home. When he was posted to Anambra State for his 1 year youth service, his mother made sure he was redeployed back home. Immediately after completing his service, he was drafted into the family's business. His car was a gift from his mom. He could do whatever he wanted with his salary. House rent, light bills, food bills were all covered. Mine was the opposite. I went to a rugged boarding house where we put in a black nylon bags and tossed them over the fence, where every time we shifted in our chairs, we almost fell off because they were almost broken. After my 1 year youth service, my hustling began. I didn't return except for occasional visits. And when dad married a new wife after mom's death, I completely stopped going home. I hustled, paid my bills, had landlord wahala, pleaded for rent payment to be extended, slept hungry on many days. Our differences scared me. During our courtship, I broke up with him twice, afraid I would end up being the woman who had to work 9 to 6 and then do all the chores to keep the home running. The first time we broke up was when I had gone to see his parents. We were having lunch and I was halfway into my meal when Yemi stood up and left the empty plate he has used on the table. His mother rolled her eyes at me and barked, "Take your husband's place to the kitchen." And in the kitchen, she frowned at me and said, "You have to take care of my son very well. I don't want a woman who will fail in her responsibility. Ask anybody, I don't joke with my son." After that incident, I ran. I lost interest in the relationship, but God said, "Go back." I cried that night, wondering what my future would be like. I just wanted a little help. All my life, I had juggled chores. Didn't I deserve a little pampering? I remember how at 11, I was trying to get some sleep because I had hawked garden egg in the hot sun and was exhausted when a slap landed on my back. "Stand up. Are we going to sleep without eating tonight? Go into the kitchen and prepare some food." When I was your age, I was very hardworking. No child will be lazy in my house, my mother yelled. And when I got to the kitchen and saw flies perch on the dirty dishes, I broke down in tears. So much for being the first child. Reluctantly, I went back to the relationship, even though my heart was not in it. We talked about why I left and about my fears. And as I poured out my heart, I noticed he didn't say anything for a long time. I was still really scared. I had seen how terribly my father treated mom and how she turned her frustration on me. Around the time she came down with rheumatism, he still wanted his meal on time his laundry done, and he became even more cruel until she died. Fear replaced the love I had for Yemi, and all kind of negative thoughts clouded my head. It affected the free flow of communication between us. As we sat in silence one evening, he held my hand and said, I know there are many things I can't do. I can't remember ever sweeping the floor or washing my clothes. We had the laundry man, and my sister did most of the chores. Mom never allowed me into the kitchen too, but I'm willing to learn until we can get a caregiver. Can we make this work? I love you so much, Nike. I panicked. What if he was saying this to make me feel good until I tied the knot with him? What if he showed his true color after the wedding? I ran back to God again, but this time I got no response to my questions. Instead, I got a verse: cast your cares upon me, for I care for you. Some days later, Yemi's younger sister called me. Nickel, what did you do to my brother? The boy keeps insisting he wants to help me in the kitchen. So on this day that I returned from the market, my mother-in-law walked in. Unnoticed, she smiled. The door was open. I let myself in. Yemi ran to hug her. She had left the country shortly after our wedding. Nobody told me you were back, Yemi said. She smiled. I told your father not to tell you. I wanted this to be a surprise. Where's my grandson? He's asleep, I said. Yemi picked a broom and turned to me. Take mom to our son's room. I'll finish up here. His mom frowned. Yemi, leave it and let her do it. She looked at me disgusted. How can you let this happen? Yemi stood in front of his mom. Mom, this is my home. We run it on my own time. I love you, but I will not allow you cause a fracas here. I enjoy helping my wife. She looked from me to her son in disbelief. My husband continued sweeping. I'll join you soon, Mom. Welcome, Ma. I tried not to smile, but I just couldn't help it. He that finds a teachable husband or wife is blessed. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. What do you think about it? And I will see you in my next one. Please do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Do not forget to like my video. Do not forget to share, comment. And I'll see you in my next one. Bye.